down the hammer and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to the Savvy Radio Show. Learn from real-life real estate investors, experience revealed with the Savvy Landlord as your host.
Yeah, here we are again with the Savvy Radio Show, episode number 2. I'm pretty stoked. I'm so excited to do the radio show that I had to come in on Memorial Day just to break it down for you. Anyway, today we're going to talk about books. I'm an avid reader, love to read, and I encourage you to read. That's why I figured number 2 episode is to motivate you to read. And when I started really falling in love to reading, I couldn't get my hands on the right material, the right books. I'd be browsing the aisles in Barnes & Noble looking for random books. And then I always loved the books at the back of the book that listed other great books. And so I try to do that in my book, The Savvy Landlord. But hopefully this will inspire you. Let's start off with The Millionaire Fast Lane by M.J. DeMarco. This book by far has truly impacted my life. Now, Rich Dad Poor Dad brought me a whole new philosophy of that I can be rich. And that was it. It was a great book. Started buying real estate, and my life is grand. Then I randomly came across from my friend Zach McDore. It was my first ebook that I ever read on my Kindle. And I remember it was 2011, and I read The Millionaire Fast Lane, and I was blown away. Seriously, I can't explain what happened to me. The book is basically, I think, an extension of Rich Dad Poor Dad. It tells you exactly how to do it. He tells you exactly how to do it online. It gives you some analogies. Are you on the sidewalk? Are you a slow laner? Are you in a fast lane? It just definitely gets you to the next level. I read that book in December. I decided to sell my bridal business, sold that bridal business, and then went all in to real estate. And so you've got to pick up a copy of The Millionaire Fast Lane. M.J. DeMarco, he is the real deal. Google him up, YouTube. I've met him in person. He is candid. I can't explain how cool that guy is and genuine. And he doesn't want to be a guru. I think that's really cool as well. Anyway, M.J. DeMarco's book, The Millionaire Fast Lane. Check it out. All right, the second book, The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster by Darren Harding. Well, if you don't know about Darren Harding, he is the publisher or maybe even the owner of Success Magazine. If you haven't picked up Success Magazine, you're missing out. That's success.com. But anyway, The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, if you have any concept or idea of starting a business, or you're tired of your day job and you really don't know where to go or how to do it or what is an entrepreneur and what's about an entrepreneur, you got to pick up the roller coaster book. First of all, he just breaks it down and just defunks any excuses or ideas that you can't do it. I like the book as well because Darren actually was a real estate agent a long time ago in Marin County in California, which is Northern California. But he has some good stories in there about hitting the pavement and then also learning how to leverage his time. And the guy, I think before he was 30, was a multimillionaire. It is a wonderful book. It is written really well. All of his stuff, his other book called The Compound Effect is excellent as well. But you got to pick up The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. Check that book out as well. All right, another little gem of a book is Lawyers Are Liars by Mark J. Kohler. How I found this book, actually, he's an author, speaker. I'm not too familiar with him personally or know much about him, but I was Googling it up. I was working on asset protection for my business, and I came across The Truth About Protecting Our Assets, Lawyers Are Liars. This is a great read. It kind of gives you perspective. It doesn't dog lawyers because the guy that wrote it is a lawyer. It just gives you perspective of what's out there in asset protection. And people just scare you. You got to do this, you got to do that to protect your assets. And it's just a great book. If you have a few rental properties or thinking about getting a rental property and you are a detailed individual and you might want to check out Lawyers Are Liars. A couple of things that I was dealing with asset protection that I just want to throw down is the best asset protection is insurance. On a property that I have, an individual did the slip and fall act, and, I was all up in arms, and, I was calling a bunch of attorneys to find out what should I do, where should I go, how do I protect myself? And I got some great advice from an attorney that actually sues doctors. And he said the best insurance is the best protection against asset protection. Let me say that again. The best asset protection is insurance. And, when I thought about it, I can, lose sleep or not, have this, control me. And then I realized that's what big, giant, multi-billion-dollar insurance companies are really for. So get the proper asset protection. On that slip and fall case, I do have general liability. I recommend general liability. I do recommend reading your insurance. We do have an insurance book coming out. I'm excited about that. Just working on that as well. But get the book, Lawyers Are Liars, The Truth About Protecting Assets, and just kind of give you a perspective of what assets are, how to protect them, and what to look for when you are putting together a trust, putting together an LLC. Just some great information. All right. So that's that one. Here we go. I'm going to leave the best, not the best, because I think Millionaire Fastlane was truly instrumental in my life where I'm at today. I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for the Millionaire Fastlane, by far, whatever. But the Slide Edge, boom, Jeff Olson doing it up big. He was mentored by Jim Rohn, my all-time favorite philosopher, author, speaker. If you don't know about Jim Rohn, you should probably just shut this deal down, open up your phone, turn on YouTube, and Google up Jim Rohn. By far the best. Anyway, Jeff Olson wrote this book. I love this book so much. When I got married, I gave away 250 copies, which broke the bank, especially when you're getting married and you're going to bust out a party favor with The Slide Edge. Anyway, this book is called The Slide Edge, and if you want to go to the next level, or you have a goal or a dream or a prospect of something that you want to do in your life, you got to take the Slide Edge approach. It's a great book to just take little bites of the big project. I know that my success today, people ask me, how do you write books? How do you have time to do this and do that and be a dad and be a landlord and run a business? And it's the Slide Edge. That's the secret. I just a little bit every day. Just like today, like yesterday, I just kind of wrote out what I was going to talk about today. Actually, I didn't. I'm just doing it free for all. But I just kind of wrote out the books that I wanted to cover, kind of thought about it. Took about 5 or 10 minutes. And then I'm in the studio right here. Took 5 or 10 minutes. Well, we're actually at 8 minutes right now. But it's just this little things, the Slide Edge. Check out the book, Jeff Olson, The Slide Edge. He's out of Dallas, I believe. He is a success author as well, so you can go to success.com. Of course, all these books are on Amazon, which I'm a big component of Amazon because it's impacted my life. Time. I can get it delivered to the door within minutes. No, I'm just joking. Within days. Anyway, we just started the new website, SavvyRadioShow.com. This episode and other episodes, all episodes will be on the SavvyRadioShow.com. Also, I set up a text, ask questions or comments, or if there's something that you want to hear or know, or of course you can blast me. Text ASK, ASK, to 545454. That's ASK, ASK, 545454. So check it out. So you have a question. So you text ask. My question is, how do I buy rental property? To 5454, and I'll get that text. And then on the next radio show or the next couple of them, I'll drop it on you. Again, this is Stephen Van Kallenberg, the Savvy Landlord. So excited to be out here doing it in the studio for the Savvy Radio Show. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully it's encouraging. Hopefully you can go to the next level and definitely buy assets. That's the only way to live.